Okay, so you're here because you want to get straight to the point, right? Cut through the noise.
Exactly. No time wasted, just the core ideas.
Good. So today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty interesting that's cropping up in 2025, this vibe rental economy.
Mm-hmm.
We've basically got one source for this, a short, like 4-minute narrated article that explains it.
Yeah, and it lays out this whole phenomena.
Our mission here is just to understand it. What is it? How does it work? What's bringing it?
And it's really quite something. How this need for a specific online look is basically creating a whole new market.
It's clever in a way.
It really is. It's about, using perception as a tool, not just vanity.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Vibe rental. What are we actually talking about here?
Well, the article mentions creators, influencers, even some small businesses maybe.
Renting stuff,
Yeah.
luxury props.
Right. So instead of shelling out thousands for, say, a real Louis Vuitton suitcase.
You rent one. The article said like $80 a day, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Or fake Rolexes, rented Teslas,
And even like access to places, fake mansions.
staged mansions, or
Yeah.
private jets that,
Yeah.
well, they don't actually fly. They just sit there for the photo op.
Wow. Okay, so it's purely for the content.
Purely for the content. And the commitment to the illusion is kind of wild.
Oh, so.
Like, the article mentions filling fancy champagne bottles with apple juice.
No way.
Yeah. Or putting, like, cheap dollar store wax into expensive candle jars. It's
Yeah.
all about nailing the visual.
Without the cost, judging the book by its cover, essentially.
Precisely. And it seems to be working, at least for the people renting this stuff out, these prop plugs.
Right. The article mentioned numbers. They can make, what, $3,000 to $5,000 in a weekend?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Renting out these vibes.
That's a pretty neat business model. Buy it once or fake it once and then rent it out over and over.
Mm-hmm. Very efficient,
Yeah.
even if the assets aren't quite, real.
So what's the big driver behind all this?
Well, it really comes down to the power of how you look online, doesn't it? Especially on visual platforms.
TikTok, Insta Reels, YouTube Shorts.
Yeah. Perceiving wealth, perceiving success. It signals something. It influences people.
So the image is the bait.
Exactly. The vibe is the hook. It draws people in, maybe makes them more likely to buy that course or that service or whatever the creator is selling.
It's leveraging aspiration. That makes sense.
Yeah. And it's not just individuals renting props.
Mm-hmm.
The article also touches on photographers and these content day studios.
Ah, right. Places set up specifically for this.
Yeah, like permanent sets, fake marble kitchens, fake beaches inside a studio. Creators pay to come in and shoot.
So the real-world location is totally irrelevant. It's just about the picture you get.
Completely. The content is king. And think about the economics for the prop providers.
It becomes passive income, almost.
Sort of.
Right.
Once you own the prop, every rental is profit after the initial cost. And digital stuff.
Like virtual backdrops.
Yeah.
Luxury Airbnb sets you can just green screen.
Right. The cost to replicate those is basically zero. They even mention subscription packages pay monthly, get new props swapped in.
Wow. So it's a whole ecosystem built on illusion.
Pretty much. And what's really being bought and sold, ultimately,
Status.
status, perceived status. And in the creator economy, that perception is a kind of currency. It gives you credibility, opens doors,
So you rent the look.
and potentially leverage that look
Mhm.
into actual opportunities.
Yeah.
You might attract clients or deals you wouldn't have otherwise. It's interesting to think about.
So, okay, to wrap it up, we're seeing a business emerge that literally sells the appearance of success.
Yeah, these vibe rentals are the tools for crafting that valuable online image.
Which leaves a pretty big question for you, the listener, I guess.
Hmm.
Well, think about it. If the markers of success and status can be so easily rented, manufactured, what does that mean long term?
How does it change how we value things, how we perceive influence? Could this rented reality actually become like a valid stepping stone to real success in this digital age?
Definitely something to chew on.